While the sports world is all abuzz about the Giants today, for one fan, it's all about baseball. News 12 Long Island's Doug Geed shows us in a story you'll see only on 12.
I have every living prime minister in Australia.
On these all-American baseballs are the signatures of foreign leaders.
Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani is the current emir of Qatar.
They belong to Randy Kaplan.
Shinzo Abe from Japan. I finally infiltrated how to get some of the Japanese people.
Who has an unusual collection, baseballs autographed by the leaders of countries.
I have probably about 125 current world leaders.
That includes every U.S. president going back to Nixon.
The hardest to get was Ronald Reagan.
And leaders you've probably never heard of.
The current president of the Dominican Republic, Leonel Fernandez.
How does he get to meet all these powerful people?
A lot of it is strategic planning, I'm not going to lie to you, and some of it is actually luck. I sat next to Henry Kissinger on a flight one day coming home from Washington, D.C.
And of course, Kaplan has a constant supply of blank baseballs with him.
During UN week, I'm known to carry 4 or 5 dozen in a satchel in the city, as crazy as that sounds.
Hardest one to get?
Mikhail Gorbachev.
Is there one you're most proud of?
One of them happens to be Nelson Mandela.
Who was the nicest to sign a ball?
Brian Mulroney, former Prime Minister of Canada. We were standing out in the rain and he spoke to us as if he was a high school kid. Come on, dude, let's get under the cover and we'll sign a baseball for you.
Who was the not so nicest?
General Norman Schwarzkopf.
What's the hardest one to read?
Probably the Emir of Qatar.
Some leaders have eluded him.
I did get a chance to see Prince Charles from about 10 feet away. State Department would not let him come closer than that.
But it's very rare when he's thrown a curveball and gets turned down.
Most people really want to be a part of the collection.
A collection that's been a big hit to everyone who's seen it. In Merrick, Doug Geed, News 12 Long Island.
Just to show you how famous this collection is, it is shown at presidential museums and other displays throughout the country. It's pretty amazing.